Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we are diving into the fascinating story of the Titanic, from its construction to its tragic end. The Titanic remains one of the most iconic ships in history, and its story is both captivating and heartbreaking. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the incredible journey of the Titanic. The story of the Titanic begins in the early 20th century, when the White Star Line commissioned the construction of the largest and most luxurious ship ever built. Construction of the Titanic began in March 1909 at the Harland and Wolff shipyard in Belfast, Ireland. The ship was designed by the renowned naval architect Thomas Andrews, and it took over 2 years to complete. The Titanic was a marvel of engineering, boasting the latest technology and safety features of the time. From its sheer size to its opulent interiors, the Titanic was a true masterpiece of its era. On April 10, 1912, the Titanic set sail on its maiden voyage from Southampton, England to New York City. The ship was carrying over 2,200 passengers and crew, including some of the wealthiest and most famous people of the time. As the Titanic departed from Southampton, there was an air of excitement and anticipation among the passengers. The ship was hailed as the unsinkable by the media and was expected to make headlines upon its arrival in New York. However, tragedy struck on the night of April 14, 1912, when the Titanic collided with an iceberg in the North Atlantic Ocean. The impact caused significant damage to the ship's hull, leading to a series of fatal events. The Titanic's crew struggled to contain the flooding, but the ship's fate was sealed. As the hours passed, the Titanic began to sink into the icy waters, taking with it over 1,500 lives. The chaos and confusion that ensued only added to the tragedy of the night. In the aftermath of the Titanic disaster, rescue efforts were launched to save the remaining passengers and crew. The lack of lifeboats and inadequate safety measures on board the Titanic meant that many lives were needlessly lost. The survivors were picked up by nearby ships, such as the Carpathia, which responded to the distress signals sent out by the Titanic. The survivors were taken to New York City, where they were met with a mixture of relief and grief. The sinking of the Titanic had a profound impact on maritime history and safety regulations. The disaster led to the implementation of stricter safety measures, such as the requirement for ships to carry enough lifeboats for all passengers and crew. The Titanic also highlighted the dangers of overconfidence and complacency, as the ship's hubris ultimately led to its downfall. The legacy of the Titanic lives on in popular culture, with numerous books, movies, and documentaries dedicated to telling its story. In conclusion, the story of the Titanic is a tragic and cautionary tale that continues to capture the imagination of people around the world. From its construction to its catastrophic end, the Titanic remains a symbol of both human achievement and hubris. As we remember the lives lost on that fateful night, let us also learn from the mistakes of the past and strive to ensure that such a tragedy never happens again. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the story of the Titanic. Until next time, farewell.